In this piano tutorial, we'll be learning the song Jireh by Maverick Music, and this song is in the key of E flat major. A bunch of you guys requested it through the comment section, so keep leaving requests with any songs that you want me to make a tutorial for. So basically, I'll go through the song, sharing some of the original chords as well as my approach to the song, which may include some gospel or jazz chord substitutions and passing chords. Okay, so let's get started with the intro of the song. The main progression for this introduction starts on the 6, right? 6, then it plays a 1/5, right? Not simply just a 5, but a 1/5. Then it goes to the 4, and then it plays the 1, right? Those are the 4 chords: 6, 5, 4, and 1. And the introduction sounds something like this. Okay, so what I did here was play this melody to land on the 6, right? G, B flat, and then we play this C minor, play that B flat, then we land on this 1/5, right? It's not simply just a B flat, but rather an E flat major add 2 over B flat. Then we do this melody, right? To land on the 4, and I like including those grace notes, which give a lot of dynamics to the song. So that grace note from B flat to C. We can also include this E flat as a supporting harmony, right? And then we finish off on the 1. Again, including that grace note from F to G. So once again. Right, now let's get into the first verse. It's the same exact progression. But the most important thing here that about the chords that we play in the verse or in the rest of the song is the voicings that we use, right? That gives a lot of support to the actual singers or the harmony, okay? So we start off on the 6. We can start it off something like this, right? We can play I'll never. Right here I'm playing a C minor 11, right? It's not jam-packed, like it's not a C minor 7 or C minor 9 or nothing like this. It's a little bit more open, where I'm playing an E flat, an F, and a B flat in my right hand, sort of a sus chord over the C minor 7, right? The C, G, and B flat. I'll never be more loved. Now for the 1/5, what I play is this voicing, right? It's a very popular voicing in CCM music, where we have this cluster from the 7, the 1, and the 2, and we play that over the 5, right? So I'll never be more loved than I am, right? Then we play a regular 4 chord, right? A flat major add 2, then I am right now, and back to the 1. Wasn't holding you up. Now here, since the melody goes wasn't holding, da, 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 we can sort of voice the chord in a way that the melody is the last note in the chord, right? Wasn't holding you up, but we still keep the same voicings, just maintaining that last note as the melody, right? Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I could do, da, da, da. We play this 4 in this voicing now, and we're back to the 1. Now here the progression changes a little bit, right? We go into the 5 chord. It doesn't take a trophy. And what I like to do here is play again, maintaining the melody. So D is actually my melody note. Right? So we go from the 5, doesn't take a trophy, to the 6, right? C minor 9 to C minor 7. And then we go to the 2, da, 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 da. Right? We play a F minor 7. So doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. right? We go to the 1 again from the 2, then we play the 6. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Again, same progression. 6, 5, then a 2, and we finish on the 1, okay? And that repeats again for the next verse. Going through the storm, da, 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 da. I hear your voice, da, 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 Right, the only difference in this verse is towards the end where we play this melody to play the 2, right? So that would be in the part that goes, you would cross an ocean, so da, 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 da. Right? And we're back to the 1. But there's something in this actual verse that I like to do. It happens right before the 5, where we have the option of using a passing chord, right? It's a little bit different than the original. So we're playing da, 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 da. Right? It's a very simple passing chord where we go from the F major or the 2 to the 5, right? So it would be I hear your voice carrying the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You would cause an ocean. Right? So we played this F major add 2 over A to get to the 5. Right, so let's get into the chorus. You are Jireh. It's a very simple progression. We're just playing 5, 6, 4, 1. Right, and the voicings that I like to use here, again, following the melody, B flat with D on top, right? Then C minor 7, E flat major add 2, and then E flat major add 2, okay? Here it changes a little bit, right? We play 5, 6, and then we go into the 2 chord, and this is the voicing that I use. In every circumstance, we're back to the 1, 5, 6, you are enough, 4, and 1. But let's make a couple of changes to this progression that I like to use. So what I do here, I keep everything basically the same, but I add a couple of passing chords and a couple of substitutions. For example, we start off on the 5, Jireh, you are enough, regular, right? 5, 6, you are enough, 4. And then we do this. We play 5, 6. We can use this passing chord, right? It's a diminished chord that we can use right before the 2. Every circumstance, right? So, and I will be content in every, right? It's a simple diminished chord that you can basically formulate by thinking about the target destination, right? The target chord, which is F minor. So I simply went 1/2 step down and I formed a diminished 7th chord from here, right? So, and I will be content. Now here, for the last Jireh, I like substituting the 5 for the 3, right? It's a very common substitutions in other songs, right? Because if we think about it, the 5 chord, which is B flat in this case, has 2 notes in common with the 3 chord, which is G minor. So we can substitute one for another. So it would sound something like this. Every circumstance, right? So we went from the 3, 6, Jireh enough, 4, forever enough. This is the same progression. Forever enough. All right, so the next verse is actually very similar to the beginning, right? I don't wanna forget how I feel right now. Passing chord. And it goes back into the chorus. So let's move on into the part that says I'm already loved. And this progression is actually the exact same. The only thing that changes are the rhythms that we use or the arpeggios that we play with the chords, right? So in this section, I'm already loved, I'm already chosen, all we're doing is playing the same exact chords in both hands, right? So B flat major add 2, then we play in a C minor, right? Then we play a A flat major add 2, and then we go down back to the E flat. So I'm already loved, da, da, da. Again, you can add your own embellishments to this section, right? For example, I'm already loved. Right, so at the end of that progression, we play again a minor 2 and back to the 1. And that progression repeats. And over here, we played it slightly differently, right? Without that same arpeggio, we play something to keep in mind is that the 1 chord, for example, this E flat, we're playing it as a 1 over 3 to maintain that same type of voicing we had before, right? We had, so over here, even though it's a fuller chord, we're still maintaining it as an E flat over G. Da, 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 da. More than I could imagine. That is enough, right? And that repeats. And this is actually one of my favorite sections, where those lyrics slow down. And I actually like to include some passing chords here as well, right? So that is enough. The actual chords are 2, 1, then a 7 to a 6, right? And sometimes that 2 is substituted for a 4, right? Da, 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 da. So what I like to do here, if we go back into the 2, right, that is enough. I like playing this passing chord, that is enough, right? Again, these diminished 7th chords, which we can use to get into either a major chord or a minor chord, right? In this case, we're using it to get into a C minor, right? And we can use it again to get into the F minor. That is enough. Right, we can get into a little bit of reharms, but that would probably throw someone off. So use those lightly. So so then it goes back into the chorus, Jireh, Jireh, you are enough. And then we get into the bridge of the song, or where it changes slightly, and we play this section. It's probably one of the more memorable parts of the song, but the progression is very simple. We're simply going from a 4 to a 3, right? So let's start off with the left hand. All we do is da da da, da 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 da, right? We're playing A flat, E flat, and the octave, and then G, E flat, and the second, which is F. So the right hand, all it does is right, very simple. We're simply following the melody. So all together. I would say that the most difficult part would be combining both, only because of the slightly syncopated part on the left, right? It doesn't exactly play on the 1B, so it goes iffy, right? So 1, 2, so 1, 1. From here, it actually changes a bit, right? We can get more fuller with this exact same progression. What I like to do is include a harmony with the right hand. So I play, so F and B flat. Then I play E flat and A flat. So then E flat and G, then C and F, and then B flat and E flat. And something else that I like to do here is also use the left hand slightly differently. Instead of playing 4 to 3, we can do sort of a 6, which is actually a 4/6, right? To a 1/5. So we can alternate 2, 6, 5, 4. And the rest of that part is exactly the same. So let's move on into the part that says is more than you ask, think, or imagine. Again, exact same progression, only slightly different voicings. 5, then a 6, but I'm voicing this in a way that the melody stands out, right? So we're playing B flat major over C minor. So more than you ask, think, or imagine. Then a 2, and back to the 1. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 4, 3. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And then it goes back into the chorus, which is exactly the same. Jireh. Song ends there. So what I want to do now is play the whole song without any interruptions. That way you guys get a better understanding of how it sounds, and also I'll leave a MIDI to this section of the video in the description so that you can download it and be able to practice on your own as well.